We run, we jump, we swim and play. We row and go on trips. But the thing that lasts forever are our dear friendships. Camp Anawana will hold you in our hearts, but Rose is here to tell us about a different kind of summer camp for kids and kids at heart. Take it away, Rose.
I love that. Busting out into song. That warms my heart. But what would a segment with me be without a fun fact? I've got a fun fact for you. So last I checked, according to the American Camp Association, more than 14 million children and adults attended camp in the U.S. And there are no shortage of camp categories for everyone. I didn't find out there was like a chess camp and a Minecraft camp. That's because my son goes to them. I remember growing up, going to like cheerleading and dance camp. I mean, that's on brand, right? And I also had to check, and I found out that there is indeed today a zombie apocalypse survival camp that exists. But if you think you've exhausted all possible choices for summer camp, awesome. I invite you to say Kids Summer Camp into your X1 voice remote and explore everything we have to offer, because we have something for everyone. You can brush up on your baking skills, take voice lessons, or learn new dance moves or basketball drills so you can be ballin' like Curry. Take virtual field trips to Disney and Universal Studios. I highly recommend like the Disney roller coasters. I'm afraid of heights, so I don't go on roller coasters, so I'll just watch them virtually. And if you're looking for something for the entire family to enjoy or wind down together after a day at camp, we've teamed up with Common Sense Media. So parents and guardians, if you don't know what Common Sense Media is, here's a quick explanation. It's an excellent resource to figure out if a TV show or a movie is appropriate for your kids. So it'll say like, this has a lot of sex and curse words, and you can decide if you want to show this to your kid. But it's an excellent resource. So we've teamed up with them to bring you their TV and movie recommendations for summer-themed entertainment to stir up camp memories or other fun flicks to inspire outdoor adventures. So again, you just say Kids Summer Camp into your X1 voice remote to access all of this amazing, amazing summer-themed and summer camp inspired activities, TV, and movie shows. So for me, growing up, I remember I wanted to go to a camp that was depicted in one of my favorite movies growing up, The Parent Trap, the original, the non-Lindsay Lohan version, Parent Trap. I'm talking about Haley Mills, Let's Get Together, yeah, that one. That conjures up like a lot of memories. But I want to hear from my fellow editors, because I know they have a lot of summer and summer camp memories. I'm going to start with
Wait, I'm sorry.
David.
Rose, how does that song go again?
Let's get together, yeah. That one, remember?
I just want to hear it.
Well, Rose, my summer camp was not existent as a indoor kid, as everyone knows, but it was the summer of 1997, and Stefano DiMera was up to his old tricks again. Stefano hired a woman named Susan Banks, who looked exactly like his daughter, Kristen DiMera, and convinces Susan to carry a baby that Kristen will raise with her boyfriend, John Black. John then marries Susan thinking that it was actually Kristen, but John's only marrying Susan, who he thinks is Kristen, because she's pregnant. John actually wants to marry Marlena Evans, who he briefly thought was dead because Stefano and Kristen faked a plane crash. Marlena finds out about Kristen's scheme with Susan and confronts Kristen, who then locks Marlena in the basement of the DiMera mansion. Meanwhile, Susan finds out that Kristen plans to lock her in the basement as well and resume a relationship with John. So Susan locks Kristen in the basement instead, trapping mortal enemies Kristen and Marlena in the same room together. Susan, posing as Kristen, plans a massive Elvis-themed wedding. Still with me? Plans a massive Elvis-themed wedding just as Marlena and Kristen accidentally cause a gas leak while trying to escape the basement. Will Susan officially marry John? Will Kristen and Susan escape the basement? Will John find a cure for Roman's rare disease? Is Lucas or Austin the father of Sammy's baby? Will Bo and Hope end up with Billy or Hope? Or will Jennifer and Jack escape the jungle hideout to make it home for Christmas? Like like sands through the hourglass. Those were the days of our lives in summer of 1997.
Wow.
And in case you didn't get it, I watched Days of Our Lives in 1997, a lot of it that summer.
That was
And
something.
that is how a bill becomes a law.
I also watched a lot of Hulk Hogan in the series Thunder in Paradise, but that the best of both worlds, Hulk Hogan and a soapy NBC daytime series, followed by Passions, but that's another story completely. Passions with Timmy and Tabitha and all that. I could go on and on, but I'm not gonna. Gordon, tell us about your summer camp memories.
Follow that, Holmes. Okay, so when I was 5 years old, my mother, my father used to go on long business trips, i.e. he would go to like Saudi Arabia for 3 months. He would go to Jakarta, Indonesia for 3 months. He was always somewhere. And my mother was the leader of the local Girl Scout troop. So when they went to summer camp, I had nowhere to go. So I went to Girl Scout camp for 2 summers. And make all the jokes you want, but it was awesome.
I love it.
Right? But I couldn't. I wasn't eligible to get any merit badges or whatever the Girl Scout equivalent is. So
What
my
about
mother
cookies? Did you
is
sell cookies?
cookies
You
though.
guys
Like
want some cookies?
tag-alongs. In the Midwest, they call them tag-alongs, the peanut butter patties. So my mother is. And there was a every camp has its ghost stories, and this camp's ghost story was that a girl didn't know how to swim, and other girls made fun of her. So one night she snuck out to the lake to try to learn how to swim, and unfortunately drowned. And this is not a true story, but if you go to the lake on a night of a full moon, you can see her head floating above the water. So every summer, the girls during a full moon would sneak out to try to see the head. My mother bought a styrofoam head and put a Halloween mask on it and floated it out there. And probably a dozen girls are probably still explaining that to psychiatrists to this day. That's my summer camp story of my time at Girl Scout camp and my mother, who is horribly mean to a bunch of innocent little campers.
Good for your mom. That's a good time.
World.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
all right, who's next?
Scott, I know you're not just like a now camper or a then camper. You're a now camper as well.
I am indeed. And Gordon, your mom sounds amazing. Please give her my number. I need to know her. But yes, David, to your point, as some of you know, I do enjoy camping and many other outdoorsy activities. I was actually on a camping trip recently and managed to take a video from a hike that I was on with a friend. Shall we take a look?
My glasses. Who was that? Who was that?
You ran into Brittany?
Was that Brittany?
So that
Did you
was
really run into
obviously
Brittany?
just a video of Britney Spears. I'm not in that video. I didn't take that video, but I just love that video so much. I felt shoehorned into this segment.
No, you had me. I
Don't
put my
play with our
glasses on and
emotions,
everything.
Scott.
Come on.
Leave Brittany alone.
Hashtag free Britney. Come on, guys. Look, I'm just raising awareness. But on to an actual camping memory. This here is a photo of me on an actual camping trip with my family. So that's my brother and my cousins. We are at our campground that we used to go to regularly as children. Any guesses as to which one is me? No? Anyone want to take a stab? I know it's kind of hard to see.
The one with the amazing pose, obviously.
Yeah,
The one
so
who lies
I'll
about
just
hanging out with Brittany.
I'll fill you
That
in
one?
here. It's, in case you couldn't tell, it's the one with the pointed toe and the lollipop in his mouth and the shoelace headband that I used to wear all of the time as a child because I was a fashion icon.
You're
But
gonna
yeah,
bring that
so
back.
the reason
Scott, you're gonna
I'm
bring that
trying,
back.
look, if I, shoelace headbands, I could probably do it,
Mhm.
Can
sell
we
it
get
at a nice
shoelace
little
headbands
markup.
that says like the ICY, the I chartered yachts? Like
I see,
all over,
yes.
Yeah.
Can we
Perfect.
get
So-
Where are my shoes? Where are my
Quick,
shoes?
take your shoelaces off, guys. Let's do it.
right back.
But how does this delightful picture tie into a summer memory, or a summer entertainment memory, rather? These same trips, we used to go to the boardwalk a lot and play video games together. So this is kind of like when me and my brothers used to go and play those amazing 4-player games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and The Simpsons, and then we would play DDR and things like that. So that's my summer entertainment memories, because that's what I used to love doing as a kid. Dance Dance Revolution.
Dance
Dance Revolution.
Rose, that should be. You should know that.
I do know that, but I don't say DDR. I was for some reason my mind was going
cool
to like
kids
Dungeons
do.
and Dragons.
The cool kids do.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's my
Scott,
summer
so
memory.
although I was not much of an outdoor kid, I was forced to go camping quite a bit with my father, and we would always go to Yogi Bear. I feel like I told this story on What to Watch Live. Did I tell the story about Yogi Bear campgrounds? I have no idea. I can't remember anything
What to
I
Watch
say except
Live
for
universe. If you've heard this story, let us know.
Right in. Yogi Bear campgrounds, no matter where we went, they were called like Jellystone. And no matter where we went, it was like we went to one in Maryland, we went to Pennsylvania, we stayed in one at Niagara Falls. Like we never stayed anywhere other than these Yogi Bear campgrounds. And I would always find the game room, which was just usually like a shed somewhere on the property that had all these arcade games in it. And I would bring a bag of quarters that I would almost blow on the very first day. And then every subsequent day I would go in and search the coin returns for additional quarters that I could use to play. And my dad would always be so pissed off at me because I was there camping, but would spend all my time in the game room. And almost every one of them had Gordon, the old WrestleMania arcade with Legion of Doom. And
WrestleFest.
Yes, WrestleFest.
WrestleFest was awesome.
That was like a dream. Like I didn't care about camping, but I loved the camping game rooms.
Like the activities. Yeah, every campground that I've been to always has some sort of game room or extra activities to go to. But I didn't start actually camping. Yeah, like I love these wholesome, fun activities that come with a summer camp or activity or family thing. I love that stuff. Let's go camping, you guys. I feel like
let's go camping.
Sure, let's go camping right now by saying "Kids Summer Camp" into your voice remote.